Alright, ladies and yous, we're having some more fun today. We about to work on how to add or subtract polynomials. So, polynomials sounds kind of crazy, but it's pretty easy. So let me show you how to work this. So first thing we need to do is we need to understand what it means to combine like terms. Combine like terms is basically we're trying to combine things that are similar to each other. So how do we do this? How does this work? First thing we need to work on. First thing. Put the equation in standard form. Now if you've been watching my videos, what I said earlier, standard form is how equation is mostly seen. How equation is mostly seen is from hierarchical order, which means that the highest exponent to the lowest exponent. Right? So that's what I mean by standard form. Now I'll show you when I go through some examples. Next one. Don't worry about parentheses. Now, only time the parentheses kind of matter or actually affect how you do it is when you have subtraction. And when you have subtraction, you distribute the negative into the actual polynomial. And like I said, I'll show you some examples later. Next thing, some people I like to underline, double underline, triple underline. Some people you also can circle, however you want to do it. But you want to underline, circle, double underline like terms. And when you're done with everything, bring them together and combine like terms or add them together, same thing. So, let's have some fun. First example. What I would advise you to do is write the problem down. See if you can figure out. Maybe you already know the first step. See if you can figure it out first. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it. And then see if you can do it on your own. Okay? First step. So, let's get everything in standard form. What did I say standard form was again? From highest to lowest. So what's my highest in this situation? The first part, the first parentheses. The highest is going to be 4x to the third. So I think this one is already done for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put it, I'm going to basically just rewrite it. That one's already in order. Third, second, and of course the constant is 0, so that's the next one. Now the next one, this one, is this one in standard form? No, it's not, because I have the first, the third, and the second. Just looking at the exponents, right? Understood one here. So 1, 3, 2. So the first thing you do is put this one first. So this would be x to the third, right? Next thing you need to do is put this one here, minus 3x. Make sure you pay attention to this, whatever is in front of here. This is the actual sign of this number. So it's a negative. This would be a negative 3x squared. Next, I have nothing here, so it would be positive 7x. Now this is what I was referring to, underlining a circle. Like I said, I like to underline line. So what are the like terms here? I got 1 here, I got 1 here. Underline it once. Another one that's alike, underline this one twice. Right? And the last thing, I don't have, this one isn't like anything else, so I just leave that alone. So, let's bring everything together. Bring my ones that underline one time, bring it together. 4x to the third plus x to the third. And I like to bring it together like that so I can see it nice and clear. Next thing, add it together. I'm going to go ahead and bring these two together. So I'm going to bring the negative 3x squared. Doesn't really matter how you do it. You can do the x first. Doesn't really matter. I just like doing it this way. Plus x squared. And then what's left? I got the negative 5 here, but actually I don't want to put a negative 5 here. I want to put this one here because I want it in standard order. Standard form, excuse me. So this would be plus 7x. And my next one would be the minus 5. Alright? Now that we got everything that looks great, looks good, now all we need to do is combine everything together. Combine like terms. 4x to the third plus x would be just 5x to the third. This negative 3x squared plus x squared would just give me minus 2x squared. This 7x, I don't have to do anything there, it's not like anything, so just bring it down. And then when I'm really done, my answer would be 5x to the third minus 2x squared plus 7x minus 5. Now the only thing I did different from this one is I just made sure I bring my negative down so it looks all together. That is my answer. hopefully this is pretty simple. And that's how I would do it. Now, let's look at another example. So let's go to example 2. Try to do this one on your own real quick. Pause me for a second. Try to do this one on your own. If not, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it. So, first step, I got to put it in standard form. So, what's the highest one that we got here? What's the highest? Is it already standard form? We can look at it and tell it's not. Because the highest exponent is 3, we got 2, and I got my understood 1 right here, right? So let's go ahead and put it in order. So 8x to the third. My next one would be 4x squared. And then my 1 plus x. Right? Now, is this one in order? No, it's not either. So I bring my negative here. Negative 5x to the third. My next one's going to be plus x squared. My next one's going to be minus 6x. And my last is going to be the 1. Now everything is basically in order now. Now let's go ahead and start underlining what's alike. So let's use a different color. Let's use blue. Change it up. So underline this once. Underline this once. My next one, I'm going to underline this twice because this is alike this one. I'm going to underline this one 3 times. And this one's alike, so underline this one 3 times. Now what do? Bring the like terms together. So 8x to the third, bring that, minus 5x to the third, and I'm done with the underline 1, so let's underline 2, which would be plus 4x squared plus x squared, and now I'm going to bring these guys together, plus negative 6x plus x, and then what do I have left? Do I have anything left? No, I have just my minus 1. Now, let's combine them together. 8x to the third minus 5x to the third just gives me my 3x to the third. Boom, done. 5x squared plus this will just give me my 5x squared. This right here would give me 6x plus x would give me my minus 5x and my minus 1. And as you see, it's already in standard form, and I'm done. Alright? Now, I think at this point we've mastered addition. Now let's jump into subtraction. So, how to subtract polynomials. This is what we'll be on next. Now this is where it gets into, it's a little different, but still the same concept. Remember in step 2 I said if you have subtraction you got to distribute the negative into the equation. So just like I said, let's look into it first. First thing we need to focus on first is let's go ahead and just change everything. Let's go ahead and distribute the negative in. So if this is a negative, I want to change this to positive. I always want to add. I don't like subtracting because it confuses everything. When I change this to a positive, I got to change everything inside of this parentheses. Switch the sign. So this negative becomes a positive. This positive becomes a negative. And this negative becomes a positive. Now we've done all of that. Now let's go back to what we normally do. And let's go into putting in the standard form. So this would be, first one would be 6x to the third. My next one would be plus 4x squared. My next one would be minus 15. Now I'm going to do a plus right here. So now I got to put this in standard form. My next one would be positive x squared. And this would be plus 8x. And then I get a minus 24. Now I have that all together. I'm going to follow the same format as I did before. And I'm going to underline the ones that I like. So 6x to the third. Do I have anything like 6x to the third? No. I'm going to leave that like it is. What about 4x squared? That's going to underline that one once. Underline that one once. Now what about negative 15? I'm going to underline this one twice. Now I'm going to underline this one twice. So as you see, I don't have anything else that's going on. So let's bring everything down. 6x to the third. That's an ugly 6. And then I'm going to add these two together. 4x squared plus x squared, and then I'm bringing my 8x down because that's all I have next, and then I'm going to do this one next, which would be a positive negative 24 plus negative 15. So when I bring that all together, it would be 6x to the third plus 5x squared plus 8x. And then as you see here, negative 24 plus a negative 25 turns into a negative 39. Right? That's correct. And here is my answer. So as you see, the only thing that's a little different, I got to switch the signs. Everything behind in the parentheses, you got to switch the sign. Okay? Here's my answer. So, let's do one more. Let's jump to example 5. Alright, same thing with example 5. My first step, since it's negative, I want to change everything behind it. So, this becomes a plus here. So this makes this a negative. Change this to a plus. Switch all the signs. Change this to a plus. Now, let's go back and put it in standard form. Minus 4x squared, right? Next is going to be plus 3x plus 6, right? My next one would be minus x. Well, actually it would be, this is not in standard form. I'm catching myself. Not in standard form. So what does this need to do? This needs to be a positive x squared first. Then I do minus x. Then I do plus 7. Now that everything is done, I'm going to underline everything. Let's use yellow. So x squared, this is going to be like, this is going to be like, this right here is going to be like, and this right here is going to be like. And lastly, this is going to be like, and this right here is going to be like. So let's bring it all together. Minus 4x squared, right? Plus x squared. Do it like that. My next one would be plus 3x minus x, right? Plus 6 plus 7. Now let's bring everything together, combine like terms. So now I get a negative 3x squared, understood 1, plus 3x minus, understood 1 again, will give me 2x, and lastly, plus 13. Here we go. Now you've learned how to add and subtract polynomials, and that's it.